Holmes has managed to escape from the police. He manipulated me from start to finish, and to think that I played an indirect part in his crimes.
홈즈 도대체 뭐하는 애죠? 왜 그러지? 탐정 아니야? 뭐지 이거? 왜 이래? 모르겠어. 뭐죠?
Holmes's pipe. Broken. I didn't notice it the last time.
부러져 있군. 일간지 최후의 순간 셜록 홈즈 런던 경찰국의 베인스 경감 살해 혐의로 수배되다. 어제 충격적인 정황과 함께 유명한 탐정 셜록 홈즈가 런던 경찰국 소속 베인스 경감을 살해했다고 알려졌다. 그는 새벽녘쯤 런던 교외 지역에 위치한 방앗간에서 습격당했다. 이로써 대법원의 판관이었던 백혜경의 삶을 송두리째 앗아간 최근 폭발 사건 또한 셜록 홈즈가 주요 용의자로 언급되었다. 홈즈는 자신이 숨어 지내던 방앗간에 불을 지르고 경찰로부터 달아난 것으로 알려졌다. 본 기사가 출력되기 직전까지도 사건에 관련된 세부 사항을 알 길이 없다. 런던 경찰국 또한 답변하기를 거절하고 있다. 세부 사항이 전해지면 내일자 신문에 추가하도록 하겠다. 결국 그 기자가 맞았네요. 모함이라고 생각했는데.
Today's newspaper. Mrs. Hudson must have left it early this morning. Baines's murder has made the front page. The news has spread quickly. The poor man shot at point-blank range. He had faith in Holmes right to the end, and it cost him his life. We think that we know the people around us, those who are close to us, who are part of our everyday lives, parents, colleagues, companions, friends. Then something unexpected happens, and it tears away the blinkers which we have chosen to wear. And it's at that precise moment that we finally see the true nature of those who always mattered the most to us. But in Holmes's case, what could have pushed the man, whom I have always considered as honest and loyal, to sink to such barbaric crimes and cold-blooded murder? I don't have the answer, but one thing is certain. Up until today, I had a friend. A noise, but it's coming from the flat, I'm sure.
나도 확신해. 그냥 나가면 안 돼. 기어서 나가야 돼. 홈즈일지도 몰라. 근데 그런 버튼이 없어. 조용히. 홈즈? 들어왔나? 홈즈? 여기 있던 걔는 어디 갔죠? 그러고 보니까 토비 어디 갔지? 이게 게임 이름이 셜록 홈즈의 유언이잖아요. 셜록 홈즈가 죽는다는 거야?
Holmes! I know you are in there! Holmes! Open this door immediately!
I think that I would rather not.
어,
Tell me the truth, Holmes. I need to know. You have no right to keep the truth from me. Tell me!
I am sorry, Watson.
Open this door, or I will break it down!
Do what you like. The door is not locked.
안 돼.
You've driven me to this!
It's the police! Open up!
어. 이게 뭐야? 뭐야?
Why did it have to come to this, Holmes? All those years of friendship and respect, of trust, everything that we went through together, and you deceived me all along. Damn you! I wish that I had seen through all of your lies. But now, it is over. it is all over. After so many days of relentless investigations and sleepless nights, I returned to the Thames area, to the very place where the bishop's nephew had died. I only had one trail left to explore, one last desperate attempt to understand recent events. I descended into the putrid, dark, suffocating depths of the town, the sewers. The fresh breeze from the Thames gave way to the stale, dank air of the dark tunnels. A shadow moving through an underground labyrinth, tormented, wandering through this humid, oppressive purgatory. What I might find mattered little. The most important thing was to keep moving.
이거 주인공이 왓슨이었나요? 왓슨이 계속 나와 이제. 결국 홈즈의 유언을 찾아가는 건가?
I can see something.
담배.
This butt is still dry, despite the surrounding damp. It was thrown here not so long ago. Let's be careful.
전진합시다. 이거 너무 어두운데? 전혀 안 보여.
The bars are completely rusty.
위로 올라가는 건데 이 앞에 또 뭐가 있나?
An iron ring.
철제고리. 오.
This must be a service trapdoor used to release the water in the event of the sewers overflowing. An iron ring.
또 뭐가 있을까요? 여기다가 뭘 연결해야 되나 보다.
An iron.
그래서 저 반대쪽으로 넘어가는 것 같은데?
A boat. I'm on the right track. I must cross the canal to see who landed here.
여기 운하야. 이거
Wire.
철사. 저 위로 올라가는 건 뭐죠? 위로 한번 올라가 볼까? 뭔가 놓친 것 같은데? 올라가는 게 아니라 여기가 부러져 있다는 거를 알려주는 건가 보다. 약간 휘었는데 여기가.
Oops. This bar has come away in my hands.
아, 이거 얻는 거였구나. 나는 이 위로 올라가는 건 줄 알았어. 그래서 안 갔더만. 뭐야.
The bars on this grate are completely rusty. This will be useful.
좋아요. 사다리 가로대, 그리고 녹슨 쇠막대기, 그리고 철사. 조합을 하는 것 같은데? 그런 건 아니네. 녹슨 쇠막대기하고 사다리 가로대. 쇠막대기 2개 그냥 길게 연결한 거구나. 이거를 연결하면 긴 쇠막대. 이거를 쓰는 거야.
This must be a service trapdoor used to release the water in the event of the sewers overflowing.
여기다가
The trapdoor is horizontal and solidly fixed.
가는 거 아닌가요, 이쪽으로? 내가 가는 거 아니야? 뭐지? 내가 일로 가는 게 아니었어? 물을 빼라고. 수위가 높아지면 물을 빼는 거 아닌가? 뭐지? 물을 뺄 순 없을 텐데? 잠깐만, 뭐라고 했는지 다시 한번 보고요. 안 나온다.
A boat.
뭐지? 뭐가 있나? 전혀 안 보여. 여기서 대화해서 이거는 독백으로 했던 말은 안 나오네. 뭘까요? 뭐가 있어? 이거 다 했는데? 뭘 조절하는 게 있나? 뭐야? 저거 뭐야? 저거 뭐야? 저거 뭐야?
A piece of rope that floats. If it's long enough, then it might be useful.
아, 여기에.
It's very heavy.
좋아 좋아. 오, 뭐야?
A body. Oh, it was weighed down by the anchor. If I can retrieve the anchor, I can use it as a grappling hook.
나는 시체를 걷어들이는 줄 알았는데 이걸 다치러 쓰겠다고.
There.
시체 조사는 안 하나요? 얘 저 밧줄이 전혀 안 보여. 어떻게 보냐 저거? 왜 시체가 있지? 저거 조사할 생각은 전혀 없나봐. 이거를 쓰는 거예요. 저기다가 던져.
First try. Now let's pull the boat back here. The boat is tied up on the other bank. It's impossible to pull it back to me.
올라가면 되지. 이렇게. 이거 뭐죠?
An old scarf with blood on it.
중요한 거 이거.
This bit of iron seems new and looks like a piece from ordinary machinery.
다른 건 없고. 이쪽으로 건너가 보죠. 오래된 스카프? 철조각? 뭐지 이거? 여기 밧줄이 하나 또 있어.
Footprints. Someone has been here recently.
최근에 여기 왔대요. 셜록 홈즈는 아니겠지? 아까 머리에 쌌는데? 설마 누구죠? 누굴까? 뭔가 유언을 가진 사람일 거야. 홈즈는 아닐 거예요.
Footprints. Someone has been here recently.
여기 뭐야? 스카프? 그리고 이거 하기 전에 앞에 뭐 있는지 한번 봅시다. 앞에 길이 계속 이어져 있어. 다른 거 뭐 별거 없네요. 저걸 일단 풀어서 저 밑으로 들어가야 되나봐. 하수구로. 이걸 어떻게 사용하라는 거죠? 아, 좋았어. 이거를 여기에.
Incredible. This grate is new and has a mechanical locking system.
뭐야? 어떻게 하는 거야? 이거를 여기다가 넣는가 보다. 이렇게 움직여서. 이게 어려운가? 여기 끝까지 가게 돼 있구나. 잠깐만. 재시작해서. 그러면 여기에다가 옮겨서 요 줄에 옮겨서 이쪽으로 보내야지 일로 보낼 수 있는 거예요. 생각을 좀 해봅시다. 여기 안 되는데? 어떻게 가야 되지? 이거는 모두 여기
I need something.
뭔가 필요하다고? 이거 어디에 움직일 수 있는 거 아니야? 하나를 움직여서 하는 거 같은데요. 이거 여분인 거 같아. 아, 아니다. 이거 내가 아까 그거 박아놓은 거죠? 참 멍청한 생각을 했어. 잠깐만요. 이렇게다. 됐어요. 아, 이게 한 번에 끝나는 거 아니야? 한 번에 끝나는 게 아니었어? 여기에다가 둬야 끝날 텐데. 야, 이거 허. 일단 처음에는 위로 나가는 거밖에 없잖아요. 여기서 나가야 되잖아. 여기서는 요 갈래밖에 없고. 알 것 같은데? 아까 풀었는데? 여기 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 이렇게. 야, 이거 몇 번을 해야 돼? 여기 가려면은 여기에 들어와야 되네. 여기에. 아, 이게 역으로 생각하면 더 쉬운가? 쉽기는. 이게 되나? 여기서 일로 가고 일로 갈 때밖에 없잖아. 일로 가고 여기서 여기밖에 못 가고 여기 가고 여기 가고 여기 가면 끝났는데? 갈 데가 없는데? 일단 얘는 여기서 시작이에요. 잠깐만. 일로 가서 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 됐다. 오늘 잘하는데? 왜 이러지? 오늘 잘하는데요? 이게 약간 쉬운 난이기도 쉬운 난이도 이기도 하고.
Come on, John. Courage.
잘하는데?
And here's another. See how you like that? Oh, and how does this feel? I don't think he liked that much. That'll teach him. Let's see if I can break.
바로 총을 쐈어. 홈즈?
I am so very glad to see you, Watson.
Whee! Yes, he's alive! The bad guys had better watch out now.
어떻게 된 거야?
Grandpa's alive, and he is a good man. I knew that he was. Uh-oh, they're going to be sorry now. My grandpa ruled. Yes, and my grandpa saved him. Read it.
아, 손자들이네.
You are alive. I don't know what to feel, relief or regret.
Watson, my friend.
You are not in a good state, Holmes.
Neither are you.
I suppose not. Can you walk?
Not without your help.
Why did you fake your own death? And who were those men?
I have to carry on with the investigation. Alone. John, I'm innocent. I'm not an accomplice of those men. Look at me. Do I look as though I could be their boss? Am I in a position to give such orders?
What a relief. Oh, my God, what a relief. But how?
Curare, hemlock, a few Indian plants, and sheep's blood to create the impression of death. A pathologist who owed me a favor for the death certificate.
Holmes, I was talking about this affair of...
I will explain everything, my friend, but we must leave here.
Yes, let's go back to Baker Street. I'll help you. Lean on me.
Home at last. I have missed this old room very much, Watson.
I put everything back in place after Baines went through it, but I didn't stay here. I couldn't face it.
Sit down, my friend. It is time for you to know the full details of this case. First of all, I must apologize for the distress that this has caused you, and for my behavior, which was, I know, quite abominable. I can only hope that by the end of this explanation you will understand that I behaved in such a way only to protect you, and that it caused me great pain to see your trust and confidence in me ebbing away.
From whom or what did you wish to protect me?
From Professor Moriarty.
Moriarty?
We should not have taken pity on him in that Swiss asylum. Do you remember during the case of the Awakened? Our indulgence has cost us dear today.
He's responsible for the bishop's murder?
Yes, but that was only a small detail in his plan. A detail which he had to eliminate, as it compromised the whole of his diabolical project. The bishop had in his possession a document which he suspected as being one component of a larger puzzle. The ramifications were unknown to him, but he considered the matter as sufficiently important that he should consult me. The day before our macabre discovery, his nephew, who was in his confidence, brought to him an important element which helped him understand Moriarty's grand plan. It was at that moment that two men began to comprehend the seriousness of the situation. The bishop then decided to contact me.
Against his nephew's wishes? Was that what they argued about?
Yes. But Moriarty found out that the bishop knew of his projects, and he arranged for his murder. The murderers were also supposed to bring back the document that the nephew, young Hampford, found, but they were unable to open the safe.
What was the document?
Evidence of Prince Woodville's implication in the project.
The nephew must have retrieved it from the Royal Archives, where he worked. A link to the crown.
Yes. Moriarty wanted to overthrow Queen Victoria and place the prince on the throne of England.
But that's impossible. He would have needed to create an incredible coup d'etat.
Patience, Watson. First of all, Moriarty placed his pawns so they might begin to develop and encourage a tense atmosphere, ready to discredit the Queen and thereby raise Woodville's popularity.
And provoke a famine, so that the prince's soup kitchens could begin distributing food and he would appear as a hero.
Exactly. Moriarty quickly learned that I was making inquiries as to his plan, and without wishing to sound vain, he knew that I was the only person capable of upsetting his schemes. He therefore set up a plan that I be discredited and thought of as a criminal.
And you played along with him.
Precisely. Allowing him to believe that he had succeeded was the best way of ensuring that his attention was no longer fixed on me.
Why didn't you say anything to Scotland Yard?
Did you not think it strange that Inspector Lestrade was away for weeks?
What? You mean to say that Baines?
Was working for Moriarty.
I understand. The bishop's murderers were in the hands of this traitor, and you were therefore at a dead end after our investigations at the opium den.
Yes, and Baines' authority allowed him access to the police archives. He changed and forged all the charges in the documents that you saw at Judge Beckett's house. It was also he who substituted the Samoan necklace for a vulgar copy.
So that was why the judge went to Farley's, to obtain Baines's false information.
Precisely, but they each found themselves as instruments in Moriarty's strange orchestra. Judge Beckett received entire books full of charges against me, and a journalist such as Farley will not hold back when he gets the chance to make the front page of all the newspapers in England. With regard to Farley, it was a mere case of professional misconduct.
And to think that I held you responsible for the explosion at the judge's house. What a relief! But why did Moriarty have him killed?
He was on the point of discovering that all the documents supplied by Farley, and therefore by Baines, were false. Exactly the opposite to what our enemy was anticipating.
And where did the poison fit in all this?
Unfortunately, I do not possess all the information on this subject. The first time that we saw the effects of this substance on the body of the bishop, the poison was evidently only at an experimental stage. It was much too potent to do anything with.
Effectively. But in the second case, Kurtz, I didn't notice a great advance.
However, there was one. The poison was no longer fatal.
Yes, but the madness was still there. I should remind you that he attempted to devour his own dogs.
Correct, Watson, but it was not the second case, as you supposed. Remember the number of other incidences of madness, either collective or individual, relayed in the press in the days prior to it.
You mean to say?
That Moriarty tested this dangerous mixture on a large number of guinea pigs, apparently with little success, as all those people are now dead. I say apparently, because I do not have the least idea as to the result Moriarty was hoping for.
And that's where Hans comes in, isn't it?
Moriarty needed him to devise the substance's final formula.
And so you helped Hans to escape so he might lead you to it.
Yes, but things did not go as I had planned. The professor's men got their hands on him just after his escape.
And you lost his trail.
Yes, but I doubted that Moriarty would take Hans to his lair. To find him, I had only one trail, the bomb placed at the judge's house.
The trail of the 3 Russian brothers.
I found out about the mill by having the anarchists' trail followed by the children in my own secret police. Once again, their help was a determining factor. As regards knowing where to locate Moriarty's lair, I hoped to find the information in the attic of the water mill. I got to it only just in time before Baines turned up.
And you were stuck then, weren't you? Allowing him to arrest you would have meant certain death.
Regrettably. But Moriarty's plan worked in any case, as after killing Baines, I became England's most wanted man for the murder of a Scotland Yard inspector.
And so you had to make sure that people forgot about you. Therefore, you orchestrated your own death so that you might continue your investigation discreetly. Oh, that was a terrible time for me, Holmes.
I am sorry, my dear fellow.
Well, the important thing is that you are well and truly alive.
Yes, but it is not over yet. Moriarty will take action one day or another.
You were saying that you had found Moriarty's hideout. Where is it?
In an abandoned fun fair on the outskirts of London. It is quite certain that they are all there. Shielman, the prince, and of course, Moriarty.
If Moriarty puts the prince on the throne, he'll have his hands on the reins of the kingdom. Her colonies, her diplomatic network, her riches, everything.
Yes, including the army, the war fleet, everything he needs to help him conquer Europe. And eventually, I suspect, the world.
Holmes, we have to be quick. His plan hasn't been put into action yet. Perhaps it's not too late.
Let us go immediately, Watson.